Raptor Center of Tampa Bay uses an aviary owned by Polk County to get rehabilitated owls and falcons ready for release. Nancy Murrah is the head of the Raptor Center and coordinates new birds going in and out of the aviary. It is run by volunteer work and is essential for the rehabilitation process. Since it has been in use since August 2022 for the Tampa Bay Raptor Center, over 150 birds have taken flight here, in 9 different species. The aviary is large, 100 feet in length. The entrance opens up to a middle room and 2 doors that are never open at the same time in order to prevent birds from escaping. In the middle room there are cages, nets, notes for volunteers, and other supplies. A bird in the hands of the Tampa Bay Raptor Center is being rehabilitated typically because of injury, or because they were abandoned or lost their homes while they were young. Once they are healthy and flying, they are sent to the aviary for a week or 2 in order to track whether they are ready to be released into the wild or not. When birds are initially released into the aviary, they are extra monitored this first visit to the cage, and often if a bird is showing health or flying issues, it is removed for further care. The birds have to have been recorded flying well enough from the furthest end of the cage to the other side several times each time a rehabber comes to feed and check on them. They also have to be eating on their own. There are several volunteers for the aviary: Kim Kalishik, Deborah Wells, Ryder Vogelsong, and me. Each time a volunteer comes to the aviary, they also fill and clean water sources, clean up feeding spots, and write notes to track the progress of the birds. The birds are fed mainly thawed rats and mice, but are also sometimes fed chicks. For some species, they are fed fish and chicken legs. They are left in several areas of the cage, but are mainly put on a feeding table. There are different projects for the Raptor Center volunteers to do on occasion. Several other volunteers have brought birds to the aviary and have also worked on it, like building perches and cleaning up. One species that has taken residency at the aviary is the great horned owl. They have a wingspan of up to 57 inches. They are large, thick-bodied owls with 2 prominent feather tufts on the head. Great horned owls are gray-brown with reddish-brown faces and a neat white patch on the throat. They can kill any other raptors as large as ospreys, but also eat rodents and insects. The great horned owl's talons are reputed to range from 200 to 500 pounds per square inch, 10 times stronger than the grip of a human hand. Barred owls are some of the calmer species that enter the cage. They weigh 1 to 2.3 pounds and have a wingspan of up to 43 inches. Barred owls are brown and white overall, with dark brown, almost black eyes. Barred owls hunt from a perch where they sit and wait, scanning and listening for prey, and then silently swooping down. Barred owls mate for life. When they have chicks, they stay with their young for up to 6 months, which is rare for owls. Barn owls are pale all over with black eyes. When seen at night, they can appear all white. Barn owls weigh just around a pound to a pound and a half and have a wingspan of up to 49 inches. They live in open habitats and nest in tree cavities, caves, and buildings. This can include barns, but it also includes the Yankee Stadium. Like all nocturnal animals, the barn owls have pronounced facial discs that guide sounds into their ear openings. The shape of the feather disc can be altered to optimize sound detection. The barn owl's ability to locate prey by sound alone is the best of any animal that has ever been tested. It can catch mice in complete darkness in the lab or hidden by vegetation or snow out in the real world. Adult red-shouldered hawks are colorful hawks with dark and white checkered wings and warm reddish bearings on their breasts. The tail is black and with narrow white bands. During courtship, the red-shouldered hawk can be one of the noisiest raptors. Its cries can be heard for miles. Some blue jays can imitate the call and may use it to frighten other birds from feeding stations. Red-tailed hawks are large hawks. Large females seen from a distance might fool you into thinking you're seeing an eagle. They weigh between 1.5 and 2.8 pounds and have a wingspan of up to 52 inches. Red-shouldered hawks have been seen hunting as a pair, guarding opposite sides of the same tree to catch tree squirrels. The turkey vulture weighs in between 3.5 to 4.8 pounds and has a wingspan of up to 59 inches. This one is a juvenile, but fully mature adults have bright red heads. They are also one of the most intelligent raptors to enter the aviary, and they have social hierarchies in the wild. The peregrine falcon weighs 1 to 3.5 pounds with a wingspan of up to 43 inches. They are literally the fastest animal on the planet. They can reach a dive of 240 miles per hour when trying to catch prey. This one in particular was the wildest interaction I've had at the aviary. It is the boldest and most curious raptor by far. The crested caracara is a bulky raptor with long legs, weighing as much as 2.8 pounds and with a 48-inch wingspan. Its flat head is topped with a shaggy crest and has a unique bright orange face. They walk routinely and they are ground foragers and omnivores. They will wade in shallow waters for fish, dig up turtle eggs, turn over debris with its feet and catch insects, and eat with vultures after the vultures have opened up the carcass. William Henry Hudson wrote that they have the habits of 20 different species. They don't act like regular raptors. Their intelligence is similar to corvids, which comprise of tool-using crows, ravens, and more. I definitely noticed that they have a calmer, more inquisitive but cautious nature than some of the other birds. What makes this falcon unique is that it catches prey by flying or running on the ground until they overtake it. When the birds are clearly healthy and ready for release, they are caught with a large net left at the aviary. The usual process is flying them back and forth until they tire and go to the ground, or they're caught midair if possible. I couldn't help myself to not look under this prime snake location while attempting to catch raptors, and found one of the biggest yellow rat snakes I've seen. I think I've caught this one before.
One of the residents of the park.
Rat snakes are constrictors that suffocate their prey before eating, just like pythons. A previous day while putting out food for the raptors, I found a similar species in the same spot, the red rat snake, also the biggest of its kind I've seen. I kept him with me while laying out rats so I could get some footage of him before letting him go. Rat snakes are generally incredibly docile for snakes. As the name implies, they are great for rodent control. They are very beneficial to the environment and are luckily one of the Florida named species of snakes that are still common.
Alright, bud. I only caught that one because he's staying here and I didn't want to get them confused. The ones in these boxes One of them is going back to rehabbers, and then one of them is going to be released. That's this one. And the other one, he needs some work.
That's what I was thinking. But you're the better.
One of the most satisfying parts of volunteering is the actual release process, where weeks of the rehabilitation pays off and the birds are let into the wild.
Where's the baby? Another owl's out here, so
There he is.
Wow.